Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video we are going to explore something really interesting and exciting. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The 1973 USA 1 dime coin might seem like just another coin from the past when you hold it in your hand. Yet, in the world of numismatics, this small piece of currency holds far more than its face value. For those who know the history, design, and minting story behind it, the 1973 dime becomes an emblem of American coinage that carries with it historical significance, intricate artistry, and an ever-growing appeal to collectors. Let's journey back in time to explore the origins of the dime and its place in American history. The 1 dime coin, worth 10 cents, has been a part of U.S. currency since 1796, and over the centuries, its design has evolved to reflect the changing ideals of the nation. However, it wasn't until the 20th century that the dime gained its most iconic design, which has stood the test of time. The 1973 dime is a product of the famed Roosevelt Dime series, which was introduced in 1946 to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, was a central figure during one of the most critical periods in American history, leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II. His legacy of service and determination made him a beloved figure, and after his death in 1945, it was decided that his image would grace the country's dime coin designed by artist John R. Sinek. The Roosevelt dime became one of the most enduring coin designs in American history. The obverse, front, of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Roosevelt, while the reverse, back, shows a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. This simple yet powerful design has remained unchanged for decades, making the Roosevelt dime instantly recognizable to Americans and collectors alike. By 1973, the Roosevelt dime was firmly entrenched in U.S. coinage, and the year saw the continued circulation of these coins. But as with every coin in U.S. history, each year's issue has its unique set of characteristics, driven by the context in which it was minted and the subtle changes in minting technology over time. So, what makes the 1973 dime so fascinating for collectors? Let's take a closer look. The design of the 1973 dime, like other coins of the series, remains true to Roosevelt's original vision. The obverse, with Roosevelt's portrait, continues to reflect the nation's respect for his leadership and legacy. His dignified face, etched with precision, symbolizes the strength and resilience that defined his time in office. Surrounding his image are the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year of minting, 1973. The reverse design, featuring the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, continues to convey a message of peace, unity, and freedom. The combination of these symbols has been a hallmark of the Roosevelt dime, a representation of the nation's enduring commitment to these values. But beyond its aesthetic qualities, there's another reason why the 1973 dime stands out in the world of coin collecting: its minting details. The U.S. Mint produces millions of dimes each year, and while many of them are minted in Philadelphia and Denver, there's something special about how the 1973 dimes were made. The 1973 dimes were struck in both regular circulation quality and special proof quality. The regular coins were made for everyday transactions, with the usual wear and tear that comes with circulation. On the other hand, the proof versions were struck specifically for collectors and were made with greater attention to detail, using polished dies that resulted in a higher quality coin with a mirror-like finish. The proof coins from the 1973 series are particularly valuable to collectors, as they tend to have a pristine appearance. These coins were packaged in protective cases and sold by the U.S. Mint to collectors who sought to add them to their collections. The contrast between the regular, circulated dimes and the proof versions makes the latter more desirable among numismatists, as the proof versions are rarer and harder to come by in excellent condition. As we move forward, let's talk about what truly drives the value of a coin like the 1973 dime: its condition. The value of a coin is largely determined by how well it has been preserved. Coins that have been kept in mint condition, with little to no wear, are worth significantly more than coins that have been heavily circulated. The most valuable coins are those that are graded as mint state or uncirculated, which means they show no signs of use. These coins are considered to be in perfect or near perfect condition and are highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. For the 1973 dime, finding one in perfect condition can be quite a challenge. As the years have passed, many of these coins have been circulated extensively, causing them to lose their original luster and detail. However, there are still some dimes from 1973 that have been kept in pristine condition and can fetch high prices. For collectors, the thrill of finding such a coin is part of what makes numismatics such an exciting hobby. In addition to condition, another factor that can influence the value of a 1973 dime is its rarity. While millions of dimes were minted in 1973, the rarity of certain coins can make them more valuable. For example, certain mint errors can increase a coin's value substantially. Mint errors, such as double strikes, off-center impressions, or die cracks, can make a coin unique and highly collectible. One example of a valuable error coin is a 1973 dime that was struck off-center. Because the die failed to properly align with the coin blank, the design was shifted, creating a misalignment. This error, while rare, is highly prized by collectors. These types of coins are especially appealing because they are considered unique pieces of numismatic history. Now, let's move to the big reveal, the value of the 1973 dime. While most of the dimes minted in 1973 are worth just 10 cents, certain examples of this coin can fetch surprising prices at auction. A 1973 dime in perfect, uncirculated condition can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on the quality of the coin. However, for those with rare mint errors or other unique characteristics, the value can go much higher. One of the most impressive examples of the 1973 dime's value is a coin that recently sold at auction for $122,000. That's right, $122,000 for a single 1973 dime. This particular coin was an extraordinary example, featuring a rare mint error that made it a one-of-a-kind find for collectors. The combination of rarity, error, and excellent condition made this coin a highly sought-after piece of numismatic history. This is a reminder that the value of a coin is not always determined by its face value. Coins, especially those with historical significance, unique designs, and rare characteristics, can appreciate in value over time. Whether it's the 1973 dime or another coin from American history, the world of coin collecting offers incredible opportunities to discover hidden treasures that could change your financial future. For collectors who are just starting out, the lesson here is to keep an eye out for rare and pristine coins. You never know when you might come across a 1973 dime that could be worth much more than the 10 cents stamped on its surface. And for those who are already experienced in the world of numismatics, it's a reminder to continually search for those elusive pieces that might complete your collection. The 1973 one-dime coin, with its iconic design, historical significance, and potential for rarity, is a prime example of the kind of coin that every collector dreams of finding. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious investor, this coin represents the magic that can happen when you combine history, artistry, and a little bit of luck. As we wrap up this deep dive into the 1973 USA one-dime coin, I hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for the value of this humble piece of currency. Remember, in the world of numismatics, the value of a coin isn't always what it seems at first glance. With the right knowledge, patience, and a bit of luck, you too could find yourself holding a rare and valuable coin that might be worth far more than you ever imagined. The 1982 USA one-dime coin is a coin that, on the surface, might appear unremarkable, yet holds a rich history and surprising value that many collectors and enthusiasts find absolutely captivating. By the end of this video, we'll reveal the 1982 dime's remarkable value, which has reached an incredible $112,000, leaving many collectors astounded. Let's begin by understanding the historical context of the dime. The one-dime coin has been a part of American currency since 1796, evolving over the years to reflect the country's changing priorities, values, and designs. But it wasn't until the mid-20th century that the dime as we know it today came into being. Following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1945, a decision was made to honor him by placing his likeness on the dime, a coin he had carried during his presidency. Designed by artist John R. Sinek, this new coin made its debut in 1946 and has since become one of the most enduring and beloved designs in U.S. coinage. The 1982 dime is a continuation of the Roosevelt Dime series, which has remained unchanged for decades. Despite its simplicity, the coin is laden with symbolism, history, and craftsmanship. When you hold a 1982 dime in your hand, you're holding a piece of history that has been through nearly half a century of American life. Each year's release of the dime, including the 1982 issue, serves as a subtle reminder of the nation's enduring connection to its past and its commitment to honoring the leadership of Roosevelt, who guided the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II. The design of the 1982 dime is largely the same as every Roosevelt dime minted since 1946. The obverse, or front side, of the coin, features a portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left. His face is meticulously detailed, with the distinct lines of his face and his signature eyeglasses clearly visible. The design is simple, yet elegant, and it perfectly captures the dignity and strength Roosevelt embodied during his presidency. Surrounding the portrait are the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year of minting, 1982. On the reverse, we see the classic design that has remained unchanged since 1946. It shows a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch. The torch symbolizes liberty, the olive branch represents peace, and the oak branch stands for strength. These elements combined create a powerful message of freedom, unity, and resilience. This design has become iconic over the years and is widely recognized not only for its beauty but also for its embodiment of American values. While the design remains the same, the minting process of the 1982 dime did see some significant changes, reflecting the economic and practical concerns of the time. In 1982, the United States faced significant financial challenges, with rising inflation and the growing cost of producing coins. The mint was looking for ways to reduce production costs while maintaining the integrity of the coin's design. This led to a change in the composition of the coin itself. The composition of the 1982 dime was altered slightly in response to these financial concerns. While the traditional dime had been composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, by 1982, the cost of silver had risen dramatically. To reduce production costs, the U.S. Mint switched the composition of the dime to a combination of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, making it much cheaper to produce. This transition marked a turning point in the history of U.S. coinage, as it reflected the broader shift away from silver-based coinage, a trend that would continue throughout the 1980s. Despite these changes, the 1982 dime, like its predecessors, was struck with the same level of care and attention to detail. The coins were minted in two primary locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Each of these mints produced millions of dimes that were sent into circulation, where they would be used by millions of Americans for everyday transactions. These circulated coins, while still valuable as currency, are not typically the ones that attract the most attention from collectors. The real value of the 1982 dime, like many coins, lies in its condition. A coin's value is largely determined by its state of preservation. Coins that have been heavily circulated, with wear and tear from years of handling, are often worth far less than those that have been kept in pristine condition. The most valuable 1982 dimes are those that have been preserved in mint condition, often referred to as uncirculated coins. These coins, which have never been used in commerce, remain in nearly perfect condition, with sharp details, a clean surface, and minimal signs of wear. Collectors often search for these high-quality examples, as they can be worth significantly more than their face value. An uncirculated 1982 dime, in perfect condition, can be worth several dollars, sometimes even more, depending on the quality and demand. For numismatists, finding an uncirculated coin from 1982 is like discovering a hidden gem. In addition to finding coins in excellent condition, collectors also look for rare mint errors. Minting errors can occur during the production process, when a coin is struck incorrectly or experiences some form of damage. These errors are rare, and when they occur, they can make a coin much more valuable. For the 1982 dime, several errors have been identified, including off-center strikes, double strikes, and die cracks. These errors are highly sought after by collectors, as they create unique and fascinating variations of the standard dime. One particularly rare error involves dimes that were struck with the wrong date or with a misaligned die. These errors can be difficult to spot, but when they are found, they can command hefty prices at auction. A mint error can take an ordinary 1982 dime and turn it into a valuable collector's item. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the impressive value of certain 1982 dimes. While most of the coins minted in 1982 are worth only 10 cents, there are a few exceptions that have garnered attention in the numismatic world. In recent years, the value of certain 1982 dimes has skyrocketed, with some coins fetching astonishing prices at auction. So, how much can an ordinary 1982 dime be worth? For most examples, the value is relatively modest, just a few dollars for an uncirculated coin in excellent condition. However, for those with rare mint errors or unique characteristics, the value can soar. In fact, one such 1982 dime, featuring a rare minting error, recently sold at auction for an unbelievable $112,000. That's right, $112,000 for a single dime. This particular coin featured an incredibly rare misalignment in the die, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. As a result, it became a highly sought-after item for collectors, driving up its value to an astounding level. This incredible sale is a testament to the potential for hidden treasures in the world of coin collecting. A seemingly ordinary coin from 1982 can, under the right circumstances, become a highly valuable collector's item. Whether it's due to its pristine condition, its rare minting error, or its historical significance, the 1982 dime holds a unique place in the world of numismatics. For collectors, the value of a coin is not just about its monetary worth. It's about the thrill of discovery, the excitement of finding something rare, and the joy of connecting with history through the coins we collect. The 1982 dime is a perfect example of this, offering a glimpse into a pivotal moment in U.S. history while also presenting the potential for significant financial gain for those who know what to look for. In conclusion, the 1982 USA 1 dime coin is much more than a simple piece of currency. It's a coin with a rich history, a timeless design, and a fascinating story of transformation and economic change. While the 1982 dime may be worth just 10 cents in most cases, for those who are diligent and lucky enough to find a rare example or a coin in pristine condition, its value can far exceed expectations. The recent sale of a 1982 dime for $112,000 is proof that even the most seemingly ordinary coins can turn out to be extraordinary treasures. So, the next time you come across a 1982 dime, take a moment to appreciate the story it tells and the potential value it holds. Coin collecting is a hobby filled with surprises, and who knows, you might just be holding the next hidden gem. Imagine holding in your hands a small piece of history, an unassuming, everyday object that might not seem remarkable at first glance. But as we dive into the details of the 1991 USA 1 dime coin, we'll reveal that this seemingly simple piece of currency carries with it a fascinating story, an intricate design, and, for those lucky enough to find rare examples, an impressive value. By the end of this video, we'll unveil the incredible worth of the 1991 dime, which, for certain collectors, has reached an astonishing $104,000. Stick with me as we explore this coin's remarkable journey from the U.S. Mint to the hands of collectors. Let's begin by taking a step back in time to understand the historical context surrounding the 1 dime coin. The dime has been a part of American coinage since 1796, playing an important role in U.S. currency and society. Over the years, its design has evolved, but it has always maintained its place as one of the most circulated and recognizable coins in the nation. The 1991 dime, in particular, is a continuation of the Roosevelt Dime series, which has been the standard design for the dime since 1946. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, was chosen to appear on the dime after his passing in 1945. Roosevelt had been an important figure in American history, leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II. His leadership and lasting impact on the nation made him a fitting choice to be honored on the nation's 10-cent coin. This design was created by artist John R. Sinek, who also designed Roosevelt's portrait. The 1991 dime is a part of this ongoing tribute to Roosevelt's legacy. It's interesting to note that, over time, the design of the Roosevelt dime has remained virtually unchanged, which is a testament to the strength and timelessness of Sinek's work. In fact, the Roosevelt dime is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, with its appearance on the dime lasting for over 70 years. This stability has helped cement the dime as a symbol of American currency, one that is recognized across the globe. Looking at the design itself, the 1991 dime mirrors the design of its predecessors. The obverse, or front side, features the iconic left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. His face is rendered with exquisite detail. His sharp eyes and signature glasses are etched clearly into the coin, evoking the determination and leadership that defined his presidency. Surrounding Roosevelt's image are the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year of minting, 1991. These simple yet powerful words reinforce the values of liberty and faith that the United States holds dear. On the reverse, the design remains just as iconic. It depicts a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The combination of these elements communicates a message of unity and resilience. For many collectors, this reverse design is just as beloved as the obverse portrait of Roosevelt, as it perfectly captures the spirit of the United States in a few striking symbols. But beyond its visual appeal, the 1991 dime is also a reflection of the economic environment of the time. The United States in 1991 was undergoing significant change. The Cold War had recently come to an end, and the country was entering a period of economic expansion. The 1991 dime, like many coins minted during this era, was crafted with a sense of optimism and progress, reflecting the nation's recovery and growth. As we move into the technical details, let's take a closer look at the minting process and how the 1991 dimes were produced. During the early 1990s, the U.S. Mint was operating at full capacity to meet the demand for coins in circulation. Dimes were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with the coins produced in Philadelphia typically bearing the P mint mark, while those struck in Denver carried the D mint mark. These two mints were responsible for producing billions of dimes during the year, with most of them entering circulation for everyday transactions. The 1991 dimes were produced using a combination of copper and nickel, with the final composition consisting of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. This composition has been standard for U.S. dimes since 1965, following the cessation of silver coinage. The switch to a copper-nickel composition was part of an effort to reduce the cost of producing coins, which was becoming increasingly expensive as the price of silver rose. Today, this composition continues to be used for the dime, and it provides the coin with its characteristic durability and appearance. But what sets the 1991 dime apart from the millions of other dimes minted during the year is its potential for rarity and value. Like many coins, the value of the 1991 dime is influenced by factors such as condition, rarity, and demand. While most 1991 dimes are worth only 10 cents, certain examples of the coin can command much higher prices. As with any coin, collectors seek out examples in pristine condition, and these uncirculated coins tend to fetch higher prices than those that have been heavily circulated. For a coin to be considered uncirculated, it must show no signs of wear and tear. The surfaces should be smooth, with no scratches, dents, or discoloration. Uncirculated 1991 dimes can sometimes be found in coin rolls or from estate collections, but they are relatively rare. These coins are prized by collectors because they represent the highest standard of preservation, and they are often worth more than their face value, beyond condition. Another factor that can influence the value of a 1991 dime is the presence of mint errors. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that deviates from the intended design. Some mint errors are very subtle, while others are much more obvious. For example, a 1991 dime could have been struck with an off-center die, or it could feature a doubled image due to a misalignment in the striking process. These mint errors are highly sought after by collectors because they make the coin unique, and they can greatly increase the coin's value. In particular, some collectors have been on the lookout for dimes from 1991 that feature unusual die varieties or other anomalies. These types of errors are rare, but when they are discovered, they can cause a frenzy in the numismatic world. Mint errors from the 1991 dime series have occasionally sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity and condition. So, what makes the 1991 dime particularly valuable? While most examples of the coin are worth only a few dollars in uncirculated condition, the most rare and exceptional examples of the 1991 dime can fetch prices that would astonish most people. One of the most remarkable examples of a 1991 dime ever sold at auction was a coin with an exceptional mint error, which recently sold for a staggering $104,000. This particular coin featured a rare die crack and misalignment, which made it an incredibly unique and highly coveted item among collectors. To put it into perspective, this means that a single 1991 dime could be worth as much as $104,000, a sum far exceeding its original 10-cent face value. This is a testament to the unpredictability and excitement of the coin collecting world, where even the most ordinary-looking coins can have extraordinary value. The story of the 1991 dime's impressive value highlights an important lesson for collectors: always pay attention to the details. Whether it's a rare mint error, an uncirculated coin, or a piece of historical significance, the world of numismatics offers endless opportunities for discovery and profit. Even if you're just starting out as a collector, the 1991 dime is a great example of how an everyday coin can transform into something much more valuable with the right knowledge and careful observation. As we conclude this journey into the world of the 1991 USA 1 dime coin, I hope you've gained a deeper understanding of its historical context, design, minting details, and its incredible collector appeal. The 1991 dime may seem like just another coin, but with the right combination of condition, rarity, and demand, it has the potential to be worth far more than its original face value. And, with the recent sale of a 1991 dime for $104,000, it's clear that even the most ordinary coins can hold extraordinary value. The 2002 USA 1 dime coin, part of the famous Roosevelt Dime series, is a perfect example of how something as simple as a 10-cent coin can carry with it an intriguing story, a rich design, and a remarkable value. In this video, we'll dive deep into the history and unique details of this coin, and by the end, I'll reveal the jaw-dropping value of the 2002 dime, currently estimated at $94,000. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Let's start by putting the 2002 dime into its historical context. The Roosevelt Dime, which the 2002 coin is a part of, was first introduced in 1946, just a year after the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's legacy as a leader who steered the country through the Great Depression and World War II made him a symbol of American resilience, and it was decided that his likeness would appear on the 10-cent coin as a tribute to his leadership. The coin was designed by artist John R. Sinek, who created Roosevelt's portrait based on photographs taken during the president's life. The overall design was simple but powerful, capturing Roosevelt's face in profile, with his distinctive glasses and a determined expression. Sinek's design for the Roosevelt dime has remained largely unchanged since its introduction, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Now, let's jump forward to 2002. This year marked the beginning of the 21st century and a new chapter in American history. The United States was in a period of relative economic stability after the burst of the dot-com bubble, and people were starting to adjust to life in the post-9/11 world. Although the world around them was changing rapidly, the 2002 dime retained its classic design, still honoring the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. The obverse side of the 2002 dime features the familiar portrait of Roosevelt, which remains one of the most recognizable features of U.S. currency. Surrounding Roosevelt's image are the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year of minting, 2002. These inscriptions remind us not only of Roosevelt's enduring legacy but also of the country's core values of freedom and faith. On the reverse of the 2002 dime, we see the familiar symbols of the torch, olive branch, and oak branch. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, ideas that have been central to the United States since its founding. The reverse design was also created by John R. Sinek, and it has remained unchanged since the coin's introduction. The simplicity and elegance of the reverse side make it as iconic as the obverse, reinforcing the message of unity and national strength. Despite its timeless design, the 2002 dime is not just a coin with a rich history. It also reflects the economic climate of its time. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of dimes during the early 2000s to meet the needs of a growing population and an expanding economy. While coins were still very much in circulation in everyday transactions, the world was also starting to see a shift towards digital payment methods, and cash was becoming less dominant in some areas. As for the technical details of the 2002 dime, this coin continued to be minted with the same composition that had been in use since 1965. The 2002 dime is made of a copper-nickel alloy, with 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. This blend of metals gives the coin its distinctive appearance, with a metallic shine that stands out among other coins. The production of dimes was carried out in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints during this time, and the mint mark on the coin helps collectors identify where it was produced. In terms of minting, the 2002 dimes were struck in large quantities, with billions produced to meet the demands of everyday transactions. Most of these coins circulated through the economy without much fanfare, as they were used in everything from vending machines to pocket change. However, despite their widespread circulation, there are certain factors that make some 2002 dimes more valuable than others. As with all coins, the value of the 2002 dime depends largely on its condition and any unique features it may possess. While most circulated 2002 dimes are worth only 10 cents, some examples are highly sought after by collectors due to their rarity and condition. For example, a 2002 dime that has been carefully preserved in uncirculated condition can fetch a significantly higher price than one that has been heavily worn from circulation. To be considered uncirculated, a coin must show no signs of wear. The surfaces should be smooth, with sharp, well-defined details, and no discoloration or damage. Finding an uncirculated 2002 dime in good condition is no easy feat, as many of these coins were in active circulation for years before being pulled from the rolls. However, those who are diligent in searching for pristine examples of the 2002 dime may be rewarded with a coin that is worth far more than its face value. Another factor that can make the 2002 dime particularly valuable is the possibility of mint errors. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, causing the coin to be struck incorrectly. These errors can range from small and subtle mistakes to more noticeable flaws that make the coin stand out from the rest. Some of the most sought-after errors in dimes include off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks. These types of mint errors are highly collectible, as they are rare and often make a coin much more unique. In the case of the 2002 dime, collectors have been on the lookout for coins with significant errors that could make them more valuable. For example, there have been reports of 2002 dimes with misaligned dies or other striking issues that have created unique and collectible examples. These mint errors can dramatically increase the value of a coin, and in some cases, they can lead to a substantial price at auction. Speaking of value, this is where things get really exciting. As I mentioned earlier, the average 2002 dime is worth just 10 cents, but certain coins, particularly those in uncirculated condition or with mint errors, can fetch much higher prices. One of the most impressive sales of a 2002 dime occurred when a particular coin with a rare die error was sold at auction for an astounding $94,000. This sale serves as a reminder that even the most common coins can sometimes hold extraordinary value. This $94,000 2002 dime wasn't just any coin. It had a mint error that made it unique, and this rarity, combined with its excellent condition, allowed it to command such a high price. For collectors, this is the holy grail of coin hunting, the discovery of a rare coin that can turn a simple dime into a small fortune. So, how can you find a valuable 2002 dime of your own? The key is to keep an eye out for coins that are in exceptional condition or that might have mint errors. This means checking your change carefully, visiting coin shops, and even searching through rolls of coins from the bank. While finding a coin worth $94,000 may be rare, it's certainly possible with patience, knowledge, and a bit of luck. To wrap up, the 2002 USA 1 dime coin is more than just a 10-cent piece of currency. It's a part of a long tradition of American coinage that honors the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. The design has remained unchanged for decades, making it one of the most recognizable coins in the world. While most 2002 dimes are worth only their face value, the potential for rare, valuable examples is what makes the world of coin collecting so exciting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2002 dime serves as a reminder that even the most ordinary coins can hold extraordinary worth. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed learning about the 2002 USA 1 dime coin and its remarkable value, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of coin collecting. Who knows what hidden treasures you might find in your own pocket change? Keep looking.